Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
Welcome back. We continue to monitor Tropical Storm Ida as it moves through the Caribbean. Let's get the latest this morning from Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Adam, what do folks need to know at this time?
Well, Carter, the biggest thing is that this storm is starting to organize and get its act together pretty quickly now. As we were talking about yesterday, it was going to take a little time for this to really get going. But once it did, it was just going to kind of take off. And we're seeing that right now. In fact, you're seeing those showers and storms really starting to develop here close to that center of circulation. That's about right in this area. Couple things to note from yesterday to today. First, we had a big blowup of storms that kind of moved the center a bit more to the north and to the east. That is kind of a better thing for us. The more that this can go north and east of where it was expected to be, the farther away the worst impacts will be from us. Now, of course, this is starting to get a little bit better organized, but it's not a hurricane at this point in time. It is a weak tropical storm. We don't expect that to stay that way, though, as we go through the day today. In fact, it's going to quickly gain strength and approach hurricane status there fairly quickly as we get into the day today and into the day tomorrow. What's of more concern here is as we get into your Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at a strengthening hurricane approaching the Louisiana coastline. So here is Sunday morning, right about midnight, looking at a Category 2, 100-mile-per-hour hurricane not that far away from Louisiana. The other big change, overnight, we are now looking at a major hurricane approaching the Louisiana coastline. One thing to note about this is 115-mile-per-hour winds is the lowest level of a Category 3, but don't let that fool you. The Hurricane Center notoriously conservative on their values here, so this could be very much stronger than what they are forecasting currently. Now, one of the things that has changed since yesterday to today in our favor is that the track has shifted. Remember when we got that first track, it was over towards Vermilion Bay. It is now moved by about 50 to 70 miles over towards Terrebonne Parish and over even into Lafourche Parish almost, where they have the center of this track now. That keeps us on the western side or the weaker side of the system. The farther to the east this goes, the better it will be for us. And that's what we talk about all the time. Which side of the storm do you want to avoid? Well, let's say we have a storm that's headed for us here in Acadiana, much like what Ida is forecast to do. Well, you divide this storm into 4 quadrants. The quadrant you want to avoid is this one, the northeastern side of the storm. That's where the greatest impacts, the tornadoes, the flooding, the heaviest rain, strongest winds, storm surge. That's where everything will be maximized. As it stands right now, if Ida follows that center line on that track, that's all going to be off to our east, and we may not see a whole lot here. However, we can't say that for sure, but we do have a hurricane watch here for our coastal parishes. That includes Vermilion, Iberia, and St. Mary. And to note, they do include parts of Cameron Parish in this as well, because there could still be a little bit of a wobble back to the west. Also, a storm surge watch is in effect. 5 to 7 feet here is expected down around the coast. Again, if this goes to the east, these values go down. But though, if it comes a little bit closer, those values are going to go up. So here's a timeline. Sunday morning through noontime, the first rain bands arrive in the area. By Sunday afternoon and through Monday morning, that is when we would see the greatest impacts from Ida as it moves onshore. Monday morning through Monday afternoon, though, that's when we would start to see decreasing impacts as Ida pulls away from the area. Now, looking at our forecast for today, if you're doing those last-minute preparations, a very breezy day, winds out of the east. Rain chances start to pick up here, though, as we get towards, say, midday. Showers and storms begin to roll their way on in from the east to the west. Now, this is not in association with Ida, but these are going to be tropical downpours, probably have some gusty winds with them as well. You can see that by 6 p.m., things are finally kind of settling down, but we see more rain chances even into the overnight hours. Those high temperatures around the area generally lower on the eastern side, higher on the western side because those showers and storms take a little bit longer to get to you. But now is the time to prepare. We're going to be updating you throughout the day on the latest information. A new advisory comes out to update the winds at 7 a.m. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that to see whether or not Ida is continuing to strengthen there, and we'll be giving you all the latest information throughout the day here on News 15.
Well, Adam, I know you'll be hard at work tracking this storm and keeping folks up to date here on News 15 today. We'll be checking back with you very soon. Turning